I'm a historian. I'm actually on a fellowship.
Hi, Amina.
Morning run.
There's a fight.
It was a super interesting talk on reproductive care in Papua province in Indonesia. Discussion around the hierarchies within the relationship between doctors and their patients, as well as obstetric racism. To use the same dress shirt from the ball because I didn't wash it. Okay, ready to go. I'm just on my bike now, heading back. Had an amazing dinner with Elizabeth. I still have no idea what this is. So at dinner they got mad because I wasn't wearing dress shoes. And I also wasn't wearing a tie, so they yelled at me. I ran out of plates, but I have a solution. So I tried to go to a health clinic that serves the homeless to see if there's any like volunteer opportunities. They even have this thing that's called like social prescribers, but I think it was a failure. They said like everything is pretty much full, but I'm gonna email and see if there's any opportunities that are still available. I'm really eager to work in a medical clinic serving the homeless. That's something I'd want to do in the future. Hi, pigeon.
The literature on boundaries gets even more interesting because these boundaries are not rigid.
So I just biked back. I'm outside of the social science library now. That was a super interesting lecture on nationalism. So we were looking at like Marxist theory. At the end I asked the question if she thinks that given that the US is going to become like a minority majority country, if that will mean inherently that like nationalism will decrease. Just walking back from the library now. That was a long study session. Reading like some of the most incredible books though. I was reading this book that's called Limits to Medicine by Ivan Ilyich. It's really scary because you think everything we do in medicine is for good reason and that we're doing it to help the patients. But the book is all about how many of the things we do are not actually helping the patients but harming them. So it's making me question a lot of things. I think it's the job of any good book to make you question things. That was honestly a lot of fun. Embarrassing but fun. So my clothes are done, but there are no open dryers. Fingers crossed that someone comes soon and empties one of the dryers. Everything was wet. We're having a little bit of a laundry fiasco.
Hey?
Do you want to be in it?
I want to know what camera that is.
It's Okay, so this is Angus.
How's it?
You just arrived, right, from Kenya?
Yeah, just got in. I was a week in London and now I'm here.
What were you doing in Kenya?
Kenya, I spent 6 months there.
6 months, okay.
Yeah, 3 of the 6 months was spent living in a tiny town called Iten, which is like the running capital of the world.
Okay.
Basically just filming top runners from Kenya and from around the world that had come there to train with Kenyans. I went to Kenya, I'd been there in 2019.
Okay.
And had a really good experience in that part of the world. By good experience, I mean got shot at by some guys and survived.
What?
So like it's like a really cool spiritual experience there, I guess.
Yeah.
And then so I went back and was there for a couple months before going to this town. And then when I was in the town, was contacted by the guys that run this company through mutual friends, and they were like, "Yo, make videos for us.
Sweet. And you're from South Africa, right?
From South Africa.
What part of South Africa?
From Port Elizabeth.
Okay.
But studied in Cape Town with Zach.
My room smells like a wet dog.
It's about all the coffee shops in Oxford, and there's a piece about Queen's Lane. You can have a look at it. They are 1650, we are 1654, but we are the longest established coffee shop.
Okay.
We've always been a coffee shop.
Okay.
On this is the original site, whereas they've been a Frank Cooper marmalade shop, teddy bear shop. It's changed constantly, I think within the last 15 years. If you want to look at the book.
Full English breakfast. I got a bagel to go. And he gave me a free apple. I feel so loved.
So, for example, assets, people's aspiration at the end.
Thank you for the great talk. So I know depression was measured as well as other psychological outcomes as well as educational achievement. I know it might be out of the scope of this paper, but were there any measures of physical health or expenditures of health? And is that just because health might just not be seen as much of an economic variable? Is that why?
So we didn't measure physical health, we just didn't have time.
Okay.
In the questionnaire, we would have loved to.
Okay, it's almost 7:30. I'm just heading to a talk on the science of psychedelics. Okay, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm 21. I'm a fourth year chemist at Lincoln.
A chemist, so that's really cool.
So I know a little bit about the molecules behind it.
Where are we right now?
We're at a lecture room in Balliol College, Oxford, about to have a talk on science of psychedelics and whether it's a shortcut to enlightenment.
Our present cultural moment is one in which the scientific gaze of medicine is renewing and expanding its examination of substances. If we're in agreement that a neurobiological approach to psychedelics is insufficient.
On a side note, if we can't figure out why psilocybin is effective in depression, I'm a little bit wondering if we need to go to solving the life, the universe, and everything. I mean, it feels like maybe that's not.
I've been reading The Emperor's New Drug and Limits to Medicine, if you've heard of those two books. And in Emperor's New Drug, he kind of talks about antidepressants and how we currently understand them at a scientific level. So my concrete question is, how do we go about studying like psilocybin and depression, keeping in mind the real concern of the placebo effect?
A lot of times, what we're labeling as placebo and trying to control for as some nuisance variable is actually the thing. It's actually the active expression of intrinsic healing intelligence. And so rather than trying to fight with it, can we work to amplify it?
I'm Michael Ferguson. I am an instructor in neurology at Harvard Medical School and a lecturer in neurospirituality at Harvard Divinity School, and I'm here at Oxford to participate in a debate.
Cool. This is Seth.
Hi, I'm Seth. I'm married to Michael. I'm a historian. I'm actually on a fellowship in Cambridge right now until a few more weeks. Writing my dissertation and then heading back to Boston.
Very cool.
I'm Sam. I'm an undergraduate at Teddy Hall. I do philosophy and psychology, and I'm kind of interested in the overlap between philosophy, neuroscience, and theology.
So we were just at King's Arms. Everyone went there from the Psychedelic Society. It was really nice to meet Seth and Michael. I just filmed them, but I asked if they had ever been on camera before, and they said yes. A number of times, because they were actually the first gay couple married in the state of Utah. Seth was a really sweet and cool guy. He was telling me about his research area and his work. He's working on publishing the first book of its kind on the history of conversion therapy in the US. So I thought that was super cool. It's Thursday morning. I just woke up. I think it's like 7:30. A little nervous. I'm about to go on a run with an ultramarathonist. Hopefully I don't die.
like, they invite me to the event. They want me to the creature wall.
What the? We're famous. Okay, wave.
What are you doing?
Oh no.
That look good.
Hi, Amina. Next to
Hi, MC.
Then why are you guys here?
For study English.
To study English.
Study English.
Amazing.
Hey, that's me.
Can you tell me about like what you did in terms of cycling? As well as, yeah, let's start with cycling around Africa, yeah.
Yeah, so I cycled from Cairo to Cape Town
Okay.
in 2019 over 9 months. The aim was to live under the poverty line the whole way, so less than $3 a day. The whole trip I think cost like $2,000 maybe
Okay.
for 9 months of travel. Yeah, Africa's beautiful, it's amazing.
That's crazy. Did you hit a lot of bumps in the road?
I wouldn't say it was like the cycling itself wasn't challenging. The thing that was tough was like packing up your stuff and moving on every day or most days for 9 months. That got very difficult to maintain. But there was a lot of love from just like Kenyans, Ethiopians, Egyptians, the whole way down. Like, yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, the people of Africa were really friendly and they helped out in a big way. So.
Alice, how are you doing today? So you're a model?
No, I'm not. Wait, he's just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, we're cool.
Okay, hello, how's it going?
How's your day going?
Not too bad, not too bad. A lot better now that I've got a coffee in me, ready to go. Of course, honoured to be in the vlog.
What coffee did you get?
Got a cappuccino, played it safe. Maybe should have been a bit more risky, but gets the job done, tastes good. What more can I want?
I feel incredibly stupid right now. This morning, it's Friday, tomorrow, I knew, I did nothing. Basically, saying I think this is a better title, because I was thinking about reading speed, this is writing about, but sadly, wants me to stick with the original essay, so I think I'm gonna wake up really early and write another essay. I should never have made the assumption. That's the lesson I learned. Okay, so this was the essay I wrote originally. I was supposed to invite 4 friends here, but I realized I needed to cancel because I really need to go to bed and wake up early to redo this essay. I try to go to bed and set my alarm for 4 a.m. It is so early. Okay, I'm finally done.
Flat white and try not to.
Down on us, that's a good catch. We see the women quite a bit of them as a lute, as a goddess, as a saint, as a royal figure, a queen. And you see the men right above them. You see the men.
So we're gonna try to do that. Okay.
So yeah, short on the side, but I want some flap on the top.
Okay, you have to tell me how you feel. That was also like an hour-and-a-half haircut.
Was it?
No, how long was that?
It was probably like 40.
40 minutes. Wait, how are we feeling?
I feel like I could create world peace.
Okay, look at me, give a turn, give a turn. Give a turn, okay.
I'm feeling like a million quits.
I'm very sleep deprived. I have to end the video this week. This is the end of the video. Bye.